What's classy if you're rich but trashy if you're poor? The most expensive thing you own is a really old car. Being on a first-name basis with a judge. Having other people raise your kids. Having a lawyer's business card in your wallet. God, this is so accurate. When someone I know to be poor mentions having a lawyer, I immediately wonder just how deep of shit they're in. Shitty landlords are the #1 reason a poor person should have a lawyer. Day drinking. Brunch. Second breakfast. Being called Duke. Or Earl. Walking around all day in a bathrobe. My uncle used to get his paper around noon in his bathrobe so his neighbors would know he just woke up and didn't have anywhere pressing to be. Living at a hotel. Keeping a bottle of liquor in your office. I'm poor, but when I visit the nice parts of the city and see people day drinking everywhere, I just assume they're having brunch. Getting money from the government. Making your own booze. Having many pets. The only difference between cat hoarder and animal rescuer is budget. Not working a real job. Day drinking. Rich folks can have 5 mimosas at lunch and nobody bats an eye, but I bring a 40 for lunch and suddenly I'm fired and a terrible role model for the students. A friend of mine donated a kidney and suddenly everyone began treating him like a hero. I tried to donate 5 and everyone was like, "How did you get these?" And I'm calling the police. Eating snails. Till my cat is rich. He's got his own human servant. Jeeves, please remember that I take my wet cat food on the patio promptly at 6:35 a.m. Not 6:37, not 6:36. If it happens again I shall poop on your pillow. Cocaine. I don't know how it is in other counties, but in Scotland you have different grades of coke. You have the cash you get proper or prop, which is 75% plus pure cocaine. Whilst if you're poor you're stuck on kunsel, which is the lowest purity. Party where everyone dresses in white. Showing up to a formal occasion in t-shirt and jeans. That's like mega rich. Most rich follow trends, but Bill Gates can show up in sweatpants and people will think he's flexing. I think this may work for any software professional, honestly. Wearing vintage clothing instead of hand-me-downs. I buy my vintage clothes new, thank you very much. Clothes with holes in them, apparently. Where else are you supposed to put your arms? It would be easier if they made F-shirts. You could wear it to a funeral to pay respects. Substance abuse. Rich people are troubled whereas poor people are just junkies. It's true. If rich drug addicts go to rehab, they are seeking treatment, usually for exhaustion, and most poor drug addicts are just junkies who need to go to the clinic. Remove the word honestly. Pretty sure autocorrect threw it in there without me noticing. Substance abuse is definitely a different kind of problem when you can't afford the substances. Having a barren house. If you're rich, it's called minimalism. If you're poor, it's not being able to afford furniture. Edit. I'd like to clarify. I don't think that sparsely decorated houses are classy or trashy. I'm just pointing out that that's the mentality I see a lot of people have. I grew up in a house where every single surface was covered in my mom's decorations and picture frames, so you're damn right I'm going to have a barren house even if I get rich. Same. My parents love replacing dishes, furniture, decorations, and not throwing out the old stuff. Just push it to the back of the shelf or cramming everything into every closet. There's been 2 bookshelves just sitting in the middle of their living room for the last 6 months because they don't have anywhere to put them. I try to stay as simplistic and organized as I can because of them. Wearing hoodies/sweats/gym wear to work. Especially in tech. I thought the popular thing among old school tech guys was dressing like a hobo. The oldest of old school tech guys, when they get really good, are indistinguishable from hermit wizards both in skills and appearance. Tangled beards stretching a foot below their wrinkled and scarred face, clothes that haven't been washed in decades, no socks or shoes, nails 3 inches long. For everyone younger than them, hoodies and pajama pants are the in thing. The fabled Unix beard. That service you've been working on for 3 months? They wrote a Perl script indistinguishable from hieroglyphs that does the same thing in 30 minutes. If you are weird and rich people just call you eccentric, but if you are weird and poor people call you crazy. Living car-free, as I discovered recently. If you're rich, you're considered a socially woke and ecologically conscious person. If you're poor, you're considered a drag on society because your life is dictated by what you can get to on a bike or via public transit and when. I'm white and relatively well educated, but I'm poor AF, so when my vehicle recently developed a structural problem that couldn't be fixed and it had to be junked, I couldn't get a replacement. People who look like me have been striking up conversations on the bus about why I chose to live a low-carbon lifestyle. Their reactions when I tell the truth are horror and to quickly end the conversation. People who don't look like me ignore me until they hear why I'm there, then they're much friendlier. This one is hilarious to me. Do strangers on the bus really say that shit to you? I live in a place where rich and poor alike take public transportation, because traffic and parking are terrible, but no one even looks at each other, much less strike up a conversation. I dress like a modern-day hippie, so I attract attention from other ecologically mindful people who ask about where I'm off to and if I enjoy being able to relax and not worry about driving. If I mention I work part-time at a community center, they rave about the joy of the work-life balance that comes with part-time work. They usually shut up very quickly when I say actually I can drive due to a medical condition. It's really limiting for me because I can't walk very far or find my way around new places easily. If I had a car it would take 6 minutes to drive to work, but the bus takes 50 minutes and it's exhausting. I waste all my energy and pain threshold just getting to the bus stop. I want to be able to work more because I can't really make rent right now without help, but my health doesn't allow it. Having your clothes be worn out. Not sure if Fallout 4 Bandit or Kanye West. Somewhat related, part of my career was as a welfare caseworker. I always thought it strange that society expected middle/upper class women to stay home and to raise the kids but expected poor mothers to find a job. The problem we have where I'm from is the daycare costs more per day than what you would make full-time in a minimum wage job. So why wouldn't you live off the system? Exactly, I had clients who went to work whose daycare costs exceeded their employment income. That's it for today, Team Astro. Have you ever had any similar stories like this? If you have, please let us know down in the comments section. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos. Please consider liking and sharing this video and support us. Daily fun facts before you leave. It is physically impossible for pigs to look up into the sky. Alright, bye.